What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm actually, you guys know, I can't sit still, and for me, people will say, take it easy on your knee, get off of it. I may have the backwards situation than most people. Most people rest and it helps their body heal. Mine just gets worse. The more I sit down and stay still, the worse it gets. My body literally tightens up to the point where if I go sit down on the couch for about 2 or 3 hours, I almost need help getting up. As long as my body's in motion and I keep going, I can deal with the pain and continue to go. But then again, maybe that's the reason why my knees are shot. But it's the only thing I know how to do. It's the only thing I know that gives me some relief. And instead of just sitting there thinking about woe is me and the pain, I'd rather be working and moving and trying to do everything I can to keep it from locking up. And I'm over here because this is the off season. We got more time right now to work on our craft. And what I want to be done when the season comes here, I want to be ready to have my man cave, my outdoor man cave, like nobody else's place. I want to beat Buffalo Wild Wings and all those sports bars and stuff. I'm going to get Sunday ticket. I'm going to have me about 5 different televisions around so that way all of the games, if you're doing fantasy football, and I recommend you check out the Discord channel, the Joe Boo Sports Discord channel, and join it, because if you do fantasy football, we're going to have some experts that are on there, including my main man, Stuart Morrison, that will help guide you through it. And I guess if you like fantasy football, my place would be the place to come, because you'd be on the live stream and you could watch all the games. But more importantly, I'm going to make sure my outdoor kitchen is ready to rock and roll. And since we're going to be able to start tailgating, I'm not going to have 1 but 2 outdoor deep fryers. So when we go to FedEx Field, if you want to call it a field, I call it a toxic waste dump, we're going to be ready to have tons of Joe Boo wings, okay? But this kitchen out here, we're going to be feeding some other humpers this season. And that's where the work that I put in now will make a difference come Sunday when the games are playing. You know what I'm saying? It'll be easy to go ahead and cook all that food. I don't have to worry about somebody stepping through the deck if I have a lot of people up here and stuff, because I don't want that to happen. And I'm getting rid of the old boards that are kind of algae covered and getting kind of worn out and things. So that's what I'm doing here, getting ready for the season. Now, when we started talking about OTAs, you'll remember the NFLPA basically told teams, hey, the players are better off not having practices. There's less injuries because they're not out there risking themselves and facing injuries. That we're better off in the long haul by not having these workouts. And they told their players, listen, we don't want you showing up to the facilities because, COVID issues. You might get COVID at the facilities. Well, COVID has waned. I want to say in the county I live in, I think it's been under 10 cases per day for like the last week, which is great. I'm hoping that we're all past this stuff so we can get back to complete normal. So that's not really the issue. But I think in the end, the NFL Players Association wants to keep the players happy. And what player honestly really wants to practice? Do you really want to go out there and get hot and sweaty like I am right now? Do I really want to be out here in about 85 degrees right now, maybe 90 by the afternoon temperatures, redoing this deck? Not really. I really don't. I'd rather not be out here sweating in the heat and stuff. But here's the thing that I know. I put in the work now. It's going to be easier come football Sunday. I won't have to worry about this. It'll be more efficient. I'll know the layout. I can get myself a bigger, griddle. I'll have that other deep fryer out here. I'm going to be in better shape and better prepared instead of waiting until September to try and throw everything in there together. I'm learning as I go. about what I need to do, and I can put other thoughts and ideas because I'm actually out here trying some different things that I say, maybe that's not a good idea. As I go through and I get this side of the deck done and I move my barbecue grill and equipment and stuff back over there, it might be I come up with a different way of laying this out. In fact, I think I just did. If, See, this is why you practice in the off season, because normally I have my grill in catty cornered over there, right? Which is long and it takes up a lot of space. I got a dead space there. You know what I really need to do? The smoker is about 24 by 24. It's not real big. And then it's got the tank on the side. That should go in the corner. And then the grill should go on the other side of it. That'll save me space on the deck. And then I put I put the griddle right next to the grill. And then I put the deep fryer on the end. Or I put the deep fryer over here. Actually, mind blown. Deep fryer goes over there. So now all of a sudden, instead of this stuff stretching all the way down here, now it's consolidated where it's going to be more efficient. I'll have the deep fryer right here. I can reach with one hand, and I'll be able to reach the grill with the other. And then the smoker is catty cornered. See, my friends, that's what you get by having these OTAs, because you got the players out there on the field, and you can try things in real time. That's where you go ahead and say, let's take Tyler Badish and let's put him into kicking, right? Let's see what that looks like. Okay, it's not a good idea, but you can experiment with these things in OTAs. Now, while the players, the veterans are gone, and you're working with the rookies this week and teaching them a little bit more, you can think through some of the things that you thought of during mini camp and OTAs. And you can see how these guys will fit. Because those teams that say, you know what, we're better off not having those OTAs and stuff, we'll get everybody here at training camp, they're now behind the curve. And as far as injuries go, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys got anybody hurt in these OTAs. I could be wrong. We know that my man Quentin Bohannon, had a little thing there for a minute where he had to step out, and of course we had a backup and Dan Quinn go out there. But for these guys to start getting that motion, getting their mind ready to play football, and getting them right now, getting them in shape, I think you'll have less injuries with these guys coming to training camp with a basis on them ready to go. And you as a team now have some ideas of things that you can try and do. And now you can be laser focused on those things that worked well. So I'm going to cry bullshit to the NFLPA, who is always, and understand this, what you have to do as a union is you want to keep your people happy. That's the bottom line. For you to be successful, they have to believe in what you do. Okay? The NFL knows this. And that's why the NFL will use that stuff against them. They know what the players want. The players don't want to practice. Okay? They don't want to get busted for passing the Dutchie from the left-hand side. They want shorter workouts. They don't want to have to practice. So the NFL says, okay, hey, you can pass the Dutchie from the left. Pass the Dutchie from the left. Right? Hey, no more two-a-days. 16 practices in training camp. Hey, OTAs, we don't need no stinking OTAs. And they give that to the NFL Players Association. They pass that on to the players. They're like, you mean I got less practice and I can go smoke some ganja? Shit, bro. Hey, NFLPA, my man. Yeah, man. Here's my dues. In return, the NFL gets 17 games. In return, the NFL doesn't have to pay them as much as they wanted. They wanted a 50-50 cut? Nah, 48-52. But my Cowboys were actually wise enough to understand That's some bullshit. So, that being said, I'm Mark Holmes, and I got to get this wood up out of here. See you soon.